So, here's the deal. There are 366 duels in the Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution campaign mode. If I'm counting correctly, there are 80 main booster sets released over the course of Yu-Gi-Oh's history, the vast majority of which are included in Link Evolution up to, I believe, Ignition Assault. My goal here is simple. I'm racing this game, and the metaphorical vehicle is going to be the Yu-Gi-Oh! Booster boxes chronologically. Starting at Legend of Blue Eyes, I will do as is being done in the Progression series, opening 24 packs of each booster and constructing decks from whatever is pulled. After every new deck is made, I get 3 lives, with the goal being to make it to the end of the game before I run out of booster boxes. Of course, when I run out of lives, aka lose 3 times, I must open another box, make another deck, and pick up wherever I left off. If I run out of booster boxes, I forfeit the entire series. Can it be done? Probably not. But I thought this would be a neat idea for a series, and I really like using old-ass cards like the first several sets are full of. So, without further delay, hello and welcome back to the Progression series versus Link Evolution series. If you missed the last episode, all you need to know is that I opened 24 Legend of Blue Eyes packs and then proceeded to be resoundingly and humiliatingly beaten by Kaiba, who actually plays Blue Eyes. So, today we're opening Metal Raiders. Now, I consider this to be kind of the Mortal Kombat 2 to Legend of Blue Eyes Mortal Kombat 1, whereas the first set introduced a lot of the most iconic things that we know about the game today, the most iconic cards. It laid some solid groundwork, but it was flawed, and Metal Raiders took what Legend of Blue Eyes did, much like Mortal Kombat 2 did with Mortal Kombat 1, and further elaborated upon it, flushed it out, really gave it more depth. So, I'm excited to open this pack. The main things that we're looking for really are powerful monsters. Of course, the spells and traps are necessary too, especially because we got so few of them in the last episode. We're looking for things like Jirai Gumo, Dark Elf, 7-colored fish, and if we get desperate enough, the Bistro Butcher. And as far as spells and traps go, I would like to see Mirror Force, or Heavy Storm, or Tribute to the Doomed, or Solemn Judgment, or even 7 Tools. I'm excited to open this pack. I think this is going to give us the beef we need to kind of get past Kaiba and get the ball rolling. So, 24 packs of Metal Raiders coming up. Well, yeah, I'm a bit disappointed here. Big Eye, it's kind of an interesting card, lets you kind of pick whatever you're going to draw for the next few turns. Tremendous Fire is a burn spell that, much like in the last episode, I'll probably wind up playing it even though it's ill-advised. And Ryukishin Powered is stronger than every 4-star monster we got in our deck right now, but not good enough. White Magical Hat's an interesting card. If I can get directly at Kaiba's life points, I can knock a card out of his hand at random. There's a Bistro Butcher, so we have an 1800 attacker. It's just too bad that it gives our opponent enormous advantage if we actually land a hit with it. And there's Electric Lizard, which, could maybe stun one of Kaiba's monsters. And finally, Fake Trap, which... There we go. Okay. We got something here. Solemn Judgment. That's big. I can completely disrupt a play by my opponent at the cost of only half my life points. Kaiba can't put ancient rules down if I use Solemn Judgment. He can't, use one of his powerful battle traps if I've got Solemn Judgment. That is going to be a considerable boon to our deck. Cannon Soldier, minuscule amount of burn damage. Witch of the Black Forest. That's going to be a staple for a while. Being able to search out a defense 1500 or less monster in my deck. It's Nothing to scoff at. Catapult Turtle would be a lot better if it hadn't been errata to where its effect is only like once per turn. Sangin to go with my Witch of the Black Forest. Same idea as Witch, of course, except with attack instead of defense. Magician of Faith. So we're getting some good flip and effect monsters in general here, but we're not getting really beefy. Well, we got 7-colored fish. But honestly, even more than 7-colored fish, I was hoping to get at least one Jirai Gumo. But, you know, we got 13 packs left to open. There's no reason to believe that we won't see at least a couple. But Magician of Faith is definitely a plus. Dark Elf. Okay, we got a Dark Elf. And we got Flame Cerberus, which is immediately a power creep for Curse of Dragon, so you're never going to see Curse of Dragon again. Mask of Darkness, that's Magician of Faith, but with traps. I could use that and bounce Solemn Judgment back into my hand. Jirai Gumo, there we go, we got a Jirai Gumo. That beats over anything in Kaiba's deck except Blue Eyes. I mean, I can at least crash it into Judgment. Robin Goblin. I might play that for 2 or 3 more decks, just because it's kind of the same thing as White Magical Hat, where you can knock cards out of your opponent's hand. Might come into handy if I decide to go with some kind of hand destruction strategy by the time Spell Ruler rolls around. Another Magician of Faith. Okay. Okay, we got a second Witch. Kind of like in the last episode, I'm a little disappointed. I mean, we did get Solemn Judgment. I can't be too upset, but we didn't get Heavy Storm or Tribute. We only pulled like one Jirai Gumo. We'll see what we can make out of this. Okay, this is the deck. So as you can plainly see, I have decided to go with a pretty monster-heavy strategy here because I really just have few spells or traps that are worth playing, which is the same reason why I'm only playing one Magician of Faith instead of the 2 that I pulled, because I don't really have very many spells. I mean, there's Pot of Greed, there's a couple Fishers, really not much else worth giving up a monster for. I kept in the 2,000 defenders that also have over 1,000 attack. I've thrown in all of the normal monsters that are stronger than Skull Red Bird. I've, of course, added 2 Witch of the Black Forest, my Jirai Gumo, my Dark Elf, my Bistro Butchers. I'm only hopefully going to have to use these against defense monsters. I'm going to try to avoid attacking Kaiba's life points with Bistro Butcher. Aside from that, just a few other, like, either flip effect monsters or monsters like Dream Clown that might have their effect come in handy. Like I said, as far as spells, what we really got is, I added quite a number of equipped spells, 3 stim-packs, which is kind of a janky and malevolent nuzzler. I'm keeping the stop defense because I'm hoping that going for a more attack-heavy strategy will mean I'll get to actually flip up some of Kaiba's monsters to do some damage, and not just to spite him for absolutely no reason. Soul Release, Share the Pain. Share the Pain being, of course, 2-for-1 removal. It's like a 2-pronged attack, but slightly less shit because it's a spell card and because it's only one monster off your side of the field. So yeah, that's the deck. Really, I feel like we're on more even ground with Kaiba, but I feel like he could still trounce us pretty badly. But But out of 3 duels, surely one of them I'm gonna deal the death blow. Ladies and gentlemen, we shall see. Time for the rematch. Let's go. Unlike last time where our chances of winning were low, our chances of winning now are like middle tier. Alright, right away he's bringing out a fairly powerful monster card. But it is nothing compared to my Dark Elf, which you're probably going to use a fucking battle trap on, which is why I'm not bothering to equip it with anything. Or you use Mystical Elf. Which basically means you earned 300 life points this round. Okay. Fine. Fine, brother. Now, of course, the obvious issue with Dark Elf is that you have to pay 1,000 life points per attack, but it's really only a short-term concern. Really, what we're trying to do here is just use the Dark Elf as a blunt weapon to kind of clear Kaiba's field of monsters so that we can get in for direct damage with some of our less powerful guys. And hopefully, by the time our life points become low enough where it starts to matter, we'll have replaced Dark Elf with something else. Fuck, I should have equipped stim-pack to Dark Elf. Damn it. Alright, well, you know what? Nah, I'm not gonna waste share the pain on that. I'm gonna try and be more conservative. And apparently so is he. Our fields are mirrors of each other. Okay, I can equip Dark Elf with Sword of Deep-Seated. I don't really want to use Giant Soldier of Stone to attack. So what I'll do instead is use Stop Defense on this thing. Alright, it's just a grappler. Won't have any trouble getting by that. Damn fucking Gift of the Mystical Elf, dude. Does he even use that card in the show? I don't think he does. I don't think he cares about shoring up his own life points as much as just taking yours away. Fuck. Oh, okay, well that's nothing. I thought he was gonna bring out Blue Eyes with that. Yeah, I got my own 1800 attacker, and I didn't have to fucking bring out a magic card to use it. See, I'll attack again with Dark Elf, but I really don't want to make a habit of that because it's starting to get a little low on the old life points there. And of course he has negate attack. He has fucking, it seems like every card in his deck is either a high attack monster or something that prevents you from attacking. Which is why this is a, I don't know. I mean, it's not really a difficult first duel if you're playing with the cards that the game actually gives you, but when you're trying to do it this janky-ass way, it's a different issue. I'm not going to have access to shit like ancient rules for a long, long time. You've got to be fucking kidding me. Sometimes it seems like the game just gives the AI. Like, what are the odds? He's got 30 cards, 31 cards in his deck, he draws the second negate attack. Fuck out of here. Damn it, I should have attacked with Bistro Butcher. Oh well. I'm not going to attack with it now. I'm not giving Kaiba a chance to make a comeback. He can make do with whatever these two cards are. In fact, I might even just use Share the Pain and sack off Bistro Butcher, but nah, never mind. I don't want to do that. I only want to use Share the Pain if it's an emergency. Okay, good. I'm gonna go ahead and not attack with Dark Elf this time. She's only got 2 attacks left in her. And, just life points are getting a little scarce. But I think I have this. As long as he doesn't have something... Okay. Alright, I won this. Very good. Alright. That went better than I kind of anticipated it would go. Kaiba never drew into Blue Eyes, so... And even if he had, I'd share the pain. So I think I could have handled it. You play only for power, Kaiba. Blah, 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 blah. I'm the protagonist, and I can just spout off whatever meaningless bullshit I want. Anyway, time for the reverse duel, where we get to duel against Yami Yugi, who, as I previously mentioned, spouts off whatever bullshit he wants. Let's see. I'll go first, because the thing about Yugi's deck is that he uses basically a combination of Heart of the Underdog and Exodia to beat you. So my goal here is going to be to just keep him the fuck away from Exodia by being very, very aggressive. I'm only starting out with a defense position monster because I want to defend my life points, but I'm not going to get to do that now. But yeah, we're going to have to play this very aggressively. Which means, unfortunately, I might have to go ahead and just bite the bullet on Bistro Butcher. What? That was the most alliterative sentence. Bite bullet, Bistro Butcher. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Bad. 1,100 life points, but you also get 2 cards, buddy. And both of them are probably Heart of the Underdog and or Exodia pieces. So, you know, enjoy yourself. He's using all the cards I wish I'd have pulled from Legend of Blue Eyes. Seriously, you started this turn off with 7 cards and Griff War is the best you got? Fuck out of here. I say that, but I don't have a monster in my hand that can overpower that thing without an equip spell. Which I guess I'm going to have to use. It's kind of embarrassing to have to send out Mask of Darkness in attack mode, but... beggars can't be choosers. Are you shitting me, Yugi? Are you fucking serious? Is this the game of tennis that we're playing? I play a monster and attack. You use Regeki or Darkhole. Clear my field, attack my life points, and then it just goes on like that? Is this the tennis game that we're playing? Fucking Maneater. I hate the fact that I'm about to have to waste Maneater Bug on a Beaver Warrior. Or whatever the hell Yugi's gonna have. Nope, just Beaver Warrior. Wonderful. I wonder if his hand is just clogged up with Exodia pieces. That's not a bad game state for that, for it to be. I mean, hell. He's not gonna want to play those. I mean, maybe he will if he gets desperate enough, kind of like Seeker. Difference is, Seeker's got 3 of each Exodia piece, so he can afford to play those cards, unless he's dueling somebody with fucking Chain Destruction. Oh, good. I forgot to mention Swords of Revealing Light. Yeah, Yugi has 3 of those. And he will use them in tandem with Heart of the Underdog to draw his entire deck until he gets his 5 Exodia pieces. So this might be the beginning of the end right here. This essentially entitles him to 3 free draws. I don't really have anything in my deck except like Solemn Judgment to stop him from just using as many Swords of Revealing Light as he wants. I'll go ahead and activate Robin Goblin, I guess. Or just flip it. Son of a bitch has Pot of Greed, too. And Rude Kaiser, for some reason. Oh, I guess it was weird, because I think Yugi actually had Rude Kaiser in the first episode of the anime. Which normally people associate that card with Kaiba because Kaiba used it against Pegasus. Come to think of it, that was probably completely unnecessary given the fact that I'd just drawn Giant Soldier of Stone, but I kind of want him to attack Giant Soldier. You know what, I'll just let Swords expire. He's probably got another one, though. Oh, worse, he's got Dark Magician or Gaia the Fierce Knight. It's Dark Magician. Hopefully the frame rate on these summon animations is better, because I'm taking more precautions than I did last video to ensure that it doesn't skip horribly. The sucky thing, though, is that I don't know what it's going to look like until I've already recorded the episode, so it just is going to be what it is by the time the final product gets created. Oh, I got an Exodia piece. Oh, man. That was a good use of Robin Goblin right there. Oh, but it doesn't matter because now I'm going to lose. Fuck that. Fucking Snatch Steal, dude. Seriously? Alright, well, that's one loss. Let's get a rematch going. Surprisingly, he never played Heart of the Underdog. I got lucky. Normally, he'll draw into that shit within 3 or 4 turns, and then I just get to sit there and watch him draw cards over and over. Like, really, he'd have a he'd have a great deck strategy if all he did was just play 2,000 to 2,200 defense normal monster walls and 5 pieces of Exodia and 3 Heart of the Underdog. But then he would fall victim to actual good cards sooner or later. Anyway, speaking of good cards, Jirai Gumo isn't one, but in the broader context of what we have, I'd say it's pretty damn decent. Obviously, this is not a card I would like to see stick around for that exact reason. But hey, it's a 2,200 attack body on the field. That's meaningful. Speaking of meaningful, there you go. I may be down to 2,000 life points, but you can't dark hole my shit. You can Regeki it, you son of a bitch. I don't believe it. It's only turn 3 and I'm already down to 800 life points. This has turned into a comedy of errors. Of just bumbling stupidity. Because that was bad luck is what it is. I'd be at 2,800 or so right now if I hadn't flipped a bad coin with Jirai Gumo. I cannot believe I find myself in a position of having to shore up my defenses against Silver fucking Fang. I wish his flavor text just read, "Who's a good boy?" If I were the guy that wrote the flavor text for Yu-Gi-Oh cards, that's what I would have put. What do I want? What do I want? What do I want? I think I'll go with... Shit, I don't know, actually. None of these really do much for me. Screw it. Magician of Faith. Okay, here we go. Ryukishin powered. Something with a not abysmal attack stat. I should be so proud of myself for finding such a useful card. Hey! Look what I just found. Yugi finding. What are the cards in my... Okay, so I really had no reason to even pick Magician of Faith. Unless it's maybe to do this, which I'm probably kind of stupid for doing, but fuck it. I want rid of that flip. And it's Sangan. I just let Yugi have one more piece of Exodia. Come on. Come on. All he has to do is not draw something great. Well, he's obviously going to draw normal monsters. He's playing so many of them, but if he can draw some... Oh, fuck you, Yugi. You son of a bitch. Well, what now? What can I do now? Suppose I can try to get Solemn Judgment back. Probably what I should have done earlier. Just summon Mask of Darkness, flipped it, bring back Solemn Judgment, and then I could have stopped Swords of Revealing Light from hitting the field, but... Too late now. Oh, shit. He's got two of them now. Oh. That means every time he draws a normal monster, in his draw, he's going to get to draw two more cards. And if the second one is a normal monster, guess what he gets to do? So, I need to fucking find a way to end this quick. I can use Man-Eater Bug to at least get rid of a monster of his. So I can regain direct access to his life points. Okay. He's still not there yet. I don't think he's at Exodia. Or even that close to Exodia, rather. I mean, obviously he's not at Exodia. Oh, fuck me. Here I am blathering on like an idiot about Exodia. And he's got Dark Magician out, which is enough to win. Take out my fucking Ryukishin powered and win. Alright, round 3. Here goes nothing. My high of beating Kaiba relatively easily has definitely dissipated now. I am in the sober phase of this video. I'll go first. Okay, I like this opening hand. Alright. I see some options here. You know what? Here, let's just start off defensively this time. Because I'm afraid if I just throw Jirai Gumo right out onto the field, he's going to use, like, Regeki or Dark Hole or something. Oh, you shithead. You fucking turd. Why would you blow Monster Reborn on Ryukishin powered? Instead of just holding back and waiting until... Maybe he's low on actual usable monsters. Also, that's got a pretty good chance, that back row that is, of being Spellbinding Circle. So let's see what happens. Yeah, it's Spellbinding Circle. And the shitty part is I still have to flip the coin for Jirai Gumo's effect. Alright, thankfully that went in my favor, but I could have lost 4,000 life points for nothing just then. That's happened to me before, and it was very upsetting. God damn it, I should have fucking equipped Jirai Gumo with stim-pack. Christ. Oh, balls, balls, balls. Bows. Now he's just gonna get to draw through his fucking deck. At some point. Not this turn, thankfully. Yeah, you're going back to the hand, guy, the Fierce Knight. Sorry, big fella. You know what? I'm just going to get really raw and aggressive right now. I don't even care. I gives no fucks. I want you dead as soon as humanly possible. Oh, that was a great hit. Dark Hole. Knocked that out of his hand. He's probably still got Regeki or something, but, you know, fuck. Oh, I am stop defensing the shit out of that. Best believe. And I'm going to get to do some serious card ripping with Robin Goblin in the process. You gotta love it. Ha! Got your Exodia piece, motherfucker. Oh, you might as well not even bother to get that, the head of Exodia. Not unless you got a fucking backup soldier. Ha! What was that, another Sangan? His deck really is hyper-focused around Exodia, but also having Yugi cards like Dark Magician and Gaia. It's so confused. Alright, Blue Winged Crown. Here, pretty soon, Blue Winged Crown is going to start being too weak to do much. So, that's going to be a real shame. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of things that are in Yugi's graveyard. So, because I don't think he has any way of getting them back except with Monster Reborn, but hey. Why take the chance? I love how Robin Goblin is essentially the anti-Heart of the Underdog. It's the punish. You draw the cards, I put them in the graveyard. That's how this relationship is going to work. See, this is the aggravating thing about Heart of the Underdog. If he gets on a roll, you're just gonna sit here and watch him do this. Okay. Oh, fuck. Like, okay, because he can't get to Exodia now, obviously. But that doesn't stop him from potentially getting into Regeki or his other Dark Hole, some other relatively strong card of his. So I still have a miniature heart attack when he gets something like Pot of Greed. I should have known it would be Mystical Elf when I saw him draw it earlier. Damn it. And I don't really have any tribute monsters in this deck. And these stim packs are now going to basically render Blue Winged Crown useless my next turn. So, alright, what I'm going to do is summon Dream Clown, and hopefully it'll last next turn. I can switch it to defense mode and get rid of Mystical Elf. You bastard. I knew it was coming. Good thing I had Witch and Sangan on the field. I've got a couple of cards I can bring into my hand. I think one of them is going to be Man-Eater Bug. Still try and get rid of that Mystical Elf. The other one is going to be... I guess I'll go 7-colored fish and then hope I draw one of the equip spells. If I can't get rid of Mystical Elf with... Oh, fuck. If I can't get rid of Mystical Elf with Man-Eater Bug. But even if I do, he's got another guy on the field with high defense. Shit, I don't know. I mean, I guess I could have attacked with 7-colored fish and took out another 500 life points, but it's still going to be the same damn game state, fundamentally. I still got to worry about that Mystical Elf. Just being... Well, you know, really, at this point, Yugi has to worry about decking out. He's only got 12 cards left in his deck, and I mean, the effect of Heart of the Underdog is optional, but the AI is dumb enough to just keep using it. Get rid of that. And then I guess summon 7-colored fish. Like I said, just hope I draw into one of my equip spells. Oh, he's got fucking Snatch Steal, dude. Are you kidding? He might win this. He might turn this around now. I mean, I do have... Well, I'm not going to be able to use Dark Elf now. I don't have enough life points to attack with it. I mean, I could summon it, I guess. It's not going to do me any good, though. Hey, well, no, well, I just gained 1,000 life points. Thank you very much. I mean, I suppose what I could do is attack Mystical Elf with Dark Elf, take out 1,200 of Yugi's life points, and that brings him down to 200. But that trap, that's probably going to be another damn Spellbinding Circle. So, fuck, I don't know. I guess what I'm going to do is just summon Dark Elf but not attack yet. Or, well, if I do that, he might get Regeki or Darkhold, knock out my Dark Elf, and win. Because we're both hanging on the precipice here. I can at least knock a card out of Yugi's hand as a bonus if I successfully engage Mystical Elf in attack. Plus, I can Solemn whatever Yugi tries to do next turn. Let's go for it. Okay. Moment of truth. That's not going to do you much of any good now, is it? Oh, fuck, he's got Summon Skull. Okay, that's what I'm going to have to use Solemn against, I guess. And of course he sacks off the monster that's equipped with Snatch Steal. Just to be a maximum bitch. Oh. Alright, I think I'll win this if I just... Because all I gotta do now is deck him out. That's it. I mean, at this point, with 3 Hearts of the Underdog on the field... I mean, if he uses that card even once next turn, he's lost all the cards in his deck. He's got no more deck. So all I really need to do is wait. So he won't lose this turn, but next turn. Oh, I guess he smartened up, realized what was happening, and decided to only use Heart of the Underdog once. Well, a little too late for that. Unless you're able to summon up something that can attack over my fucking Dark Elf, which I shouldn't be cocky, because he might do that. He may fucking do that. And if that happened, there would be nothing I could do about it. In fact, I think I'm going to go ahead and wall up for just that occasion. Because all I got to do now is wait for him to lose. So why take the risk? Just wall up and wait. If he doesn't get it this turn, I've won. Rude Kaiser, not a big deal. The effect of Sangan? You're really going to try to use Sangan's effect? Okay, buddy. You have fun with that. Or I guess it's not so activated now, is it? Try to fucking search an empty deck. You silly bitch. Alright. Well, I'm going to go ahead and pass turn and let this play out. And there it went. And so you see the seedy underbelly that is using Heart of the Underdog. The veritable double-edged sword of that very card. You don't want to risk decking out. So, okay. That's going to end this video. Managed to get past the first 2 duels, but man, 2 duels in 2 videos means that this could go on for a while. I'm wondering how many videos this series will be if we keep going at that rate. I guess we will just play it by ear. Anyway, if you like the video, do the things that people do when they like videos. Take care. Bye-bye then.